Let's look at this alternative question. We'll first start by reading the question and finding the key points. Mrs. Wong bought 1.5 liters of cooking oil and used up 1/6 of it. How much of the oil is left? Give your answer in milliliters. Here, the question states that there's a total of 1.5 liters of oil and Mrs. Wong used 1/6 of the oil. We are supposed to find the amount of oil that is left in terms of milliliters. Now with these key points, let's start solving the question. Mrs. Wong had bought 1.5 liters of oil and she used 1/6 of the oil. Our answer is supposed to be in milliliters and the data given is in liters. So let's convert it to milliliters first. We know that 1 liter is 1000 milliliters. So 1.5 liters would be 1.5 times 1000 milliliters, which is 1500 milliliters. We also know that Mrs. Wong used 1/6 of this amount of oil. So the fraction of oil that Mrs. Wong was left with would be 1 minus 1/6. This is 6/6 minus 1/6, which is 5/6. This is the fraction of oil that was left. So what is 5/6 of 1500 milliliters? This is 5/6 times 1500. We can divide 1500 by 6 to get 250. So this gives us 5 times 250 ml, which is 1250 ml. This will be the total amount of oil that Mrs. Wong was left with. Now let's try checking our answer. Let's first start off by finding the total amount of oil that was used up. This would be 1/6 times 1500 milliliters. We can divide 1500 by 6 to get 250. This will give us 1 times 250 ml, which is 250 milliliters. Now we can find out the quantity of oil that was bought. This would be the total amount of oil that was used plus the total amount of oil that was left. We know that the amount that was used is 250 ml from our calculation over here. We also know that the amount that was left is 1250 ml from our calculation over here. This gives us a total of 1500 milliliters. We can convert this in terms of liters by taking 1500 milliliters and dividing it by 1000. This gives us 1.5 liters. This amount is the total amount of cooking oil that Mrs. Wong had bought according to the question. So our calculation and answer is correct.